Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here, playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Campaign Mode, continuing with the Orc vs Space Marine campaign. I've reached level 31 using a variety of Orc warlords, and I'm working on unlocking the new Blastajet. This is a powerful new card that can combo well with Captain Badrock. I'll take a look at it here in the collection. It gains 15 stats per upgrade, and lots of ranged upgrades down there. It has Big Game Hunter as its trait, so it's going to be particularly strong against things that cost 40 or more points. So it's just another option for Badrock, and each unit with the fly keyword will add more to your score for those missions. So I came up with a couple different decks. Boss Ghazghkull is the only warlord who can fly, but he doesn't really synergize very well with ranged units. So I tried this out. It was okay, but just not really the best use of Ghazghkull. I've been having a lot of fun with Boss Snickrot. He is quite good if you make good use of traits like Target Acquired, Psionic Blast, and Barrage. So he's been pretty fun. But for this match, I'm going to play as Ghazghkull Thraka. Okay, I've got the 4 flyers in the deck, the Jet, the Ghazghkull, and then 2 stormboyz for a mix of ranged and melee. Zappa is just a really great card to include, very powerful. And then I've got 3 more ranged units as support, the mech gun with barrage, the flash git, and the mini tank squadron with taunt. So lots of bodyguards in here that can soak up a lot of damage over time, and we'll see who we're up against. I think the most difficult warlords to defeat in the campaign are Watch Captain Artemis and Captain Acheron. So one of the first times I've faced Voldus, haven't seen him very much, and I don't think I've seen Logan Grimnar a single time in this campaign. Not even sure if he's an option. So put down Zappa at the beginning. Start off with a little bit of Psychic, perhaps. And I think we'll put down the Flash Kit over there to match that Marine with Fear. Let's take a look at what level he is, actually. Level 6, so that's a pretty high level warlord. And I think we'll just put down a Stormboy for now. We do have the initiative, so we'll take that first turn. And, okay, double shield there with the Chaplain. It's a pretty cool model. I like that card. Psionic Blast going off at the beginning, getting rid of one of those shields. And, wow, this level 6 legendary. I've never seen this card at such a high level. Okay, so we'll go with Psychic, and that second shield will block all the Psychic damage. So that is unfortunate. Psionic Blast will go off again as long as Zappa is on the field. They're going with a ranged attack, not dealing too much damage. But we don't have a whole lot of range to counterattack with either. We're going to have to keep going Psychic, slowly building up ranged and melee attack for later. So hopefully this works out. I think getting Zappa out on the field early on is probably a good thing. And I'm going to try to deploy a lot of ranged units after Zappa dies. Stormboy gets chopped up by that chainsword. And, well, the question is, do I want to put down the other Stormboy now? Or just start switching to ranged? I guess I'll go with the Ghazghkull. Just go with the ranged unit here. Zappa will die the next turn, and then I can switch over to ranged. I kind of want to save the other Stormboy for when Ghazghkull Thraka himself deploys to the field. 61 damage from this Psychic attack, and the next Psionic Blast will finish him off, forcing them to attack with only 2 bodyguards this turn, so that's pretty good. And they go ranged, so the Ghazghkull actually gets to take out the Marine with its counterattack. Zappa on the field for another turn. Okay, now they've got a Deathwing Knight with 2 turns worth of taunt. It's going to be protecting the other bodyguards. And then this guy, he's only at level 4. Alright, so once again, just going Psychic, and we're building up a really big ranged attack here. Decent melee attack. Ghazghkull Thraka gains attack power every time I destroy an enemy. He currently is at 113 melee attack. Level 5, he is quite strong. The Flash Git goes down, as well as Ed Zappa. So now it's time to bring out the big guns. And this is going to be a really big ranged attack here. I think probably a little bit of an overkill. Got the Dakajet. I think we're going to save the Dakajet for next turn. Yeah, let's go with this. Keep the mech gun in the middle with barrage. See how much damage we can do here. 377 total damage. Would have been nice if we could use that on some higher health enemies, but are able to clear the board with that ranged volley. And let's see what their last 3 bodyguards are. Okay, so we got Joffrey over here, level 7. Chaplain, interesting. And the Nephilim Jet Fighter at level 9. That's a lot of range damage right there. They are going for the ranged attack. This is a strange combination of units they have here on the field. 1 ranged unit, 2 melee ones. And yeah, that Jet Fighter will be able to deal quite a bit of damage. I think we'll move over the tanks to the center lane and put down the Dakajet on the right side. It doesn't have enough to take down their Sanguinary Priest, or whatever his title is. But yeah, going ranged is still, I think, a good option. Okay, and they are going for a melee attack this time. Deathcopter goes down, but now we will be able to destroy something. The question is what? Okay, I think we'll put the Stormboy over here. Use the Deathcopter to take down the Priest. And then this could actually be a little painful because... yeah, so Ghazghkull Thraka could potentially take a lot of psychic damage next turn. He's going to deploy at the same time as Grandmaster Voldus. So 2 big warlords facing off against each other. We'll see which one is the better one. I think Ghazghkull Thraka is a little bit stronger here with all that melee attack. He also has a Furious Charge that will deal 50% of his melee attack. So this will be interesting. It is their turn. So Furious Charge for 77 damage is quite a bit. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big overkill. They do manage to deal 96 damage with the psychic attack. That's a lot. And then also the melee debuff from their Jet Fighter. However, I still had a really big melee attack charged up. Ghazghkull Thraka able to deal 356 damage, chopping up Voldus like he's nothing. So that worked out quite nicely. Ghazghkull Thraka really fun to use once he deploys to the battlefield. So level 31 AI in the campaign, and that worked out nicely. But I think that was in part because they included very few. I don't know if they had any Psychers actually in that game. And thus they were not able to make any use of Grandmaster Voldus' special rule. So, yeah, those specialized Space Marine warlords are easier to beat in the campaign, whereas, you know, Watch Captain Artemis and Captain Acheron, it doesn't matter which bodyguards they use, they will still benefit from their special rules. So those ones are a bit more of a challenge. Let me know which enemy warlord you have faced the most in this campaign, and which Orc war boss is your warlord of choice. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.